The end of an era has arrived. After more than 10 years of passion, heartbreak, war, sacrifice, and time itself bending in ways no one could ever predict, Outlander is preparing to close its final chapter. Season 8 is not just another season. It is the conclusion of a journey that millions of fans have carried in their hearts since the very first episode. Think back for a moment. Do you remember when Outlander first premiered? For many, it feels like yesterday. Yet here we stand, more than a decade later, with Jamie and Claire's story almost complete. Season 8 has already been filmed, and what it holds could redefine everything we thought we knew about this extraordinary world. But before the curtain falls, we must ask the question burning in every fan's mind: how will it end? And what revelations still wait in the shadows? The wait for this final season has felt endless. Season 7 left us raw, unsettled, and full of questions. Claire was dragged through torment after torment, accused of murdering Malva Christie and her unborn child. She endured the humiliation of a trial for a crime she did not commit, only to emerge broken but unyielding, reuniting with Jamie in the chaos of the Revolutionary War. Those moments weren't just dramatic, they were devastating, reminding us why Claire remains one of the strongest characters ever brought to screen. But Jamie, too, was tested in ways he had never been before. He carried a rifle for the American cause, fought on battlefields drenched in blood, and stayed at Claire's side when she was wounded at the Battle of Monmouth. Somehow, even in the darkest of times, Jamie Fraser held his composure, never faltering in his devotion. Yet all of those trials, as brutal as they were, could not prepare us for the twist that came at the very end of Season 7. It wasn't a sword fight. It wasn't a betrayal. It was a song. A lullaby. The very lullaby that Claire once sang to Faith, their daughter whom they believed had died in France, suddenly echoed back through time when a young girl named Fanny Pco sang it. That moment shattered hearts and reignited hope all at once. The memory of Faith's death has always haunted Claire, lingering as one of the most agonizing parts of her story. To hear the same lullaby years later was more than symbolic, it raised a terrifying and beautiful question. Could Faith still be alive? Sam Heughan himself admitted in an interview that this revelation shocked not only the characters but the actors as well. Imagine stepping into the shoes of Jamie or Claire and realizing that the child they mourned might have survived. That possibility alone changes everything about the stakes of this final season. So here we are, standing at the threshold of Season 8 with a single burning mystery: if Faith truly survived, why was her death faked, and who is responsible? Could it have been Master Raymond, the mysterious healer whose presence always felt touched by something otherworldly? Or is there an even greater force at play, one that has been pulling strings from the shadows all along? And this is only the beginning. Season 8 promises answers to questions that fans have held for years, but with those answers will come heartbreak, sacrifice, and perhaps even redemption. The final chapter will not just close the book on Jamie and Claire. It will challenge everything we thought we knew about their love, their family, and their destiny, but not every revelation in Season 8 will be about hidden daughters or mysterious dreams. Some of the deepest wounds in Outlander's history are rooted in betrayal, loyalty, and love that could never quite fit into the neat lines of friendship. And one of the most powerful examples of this is the fractured bond between Jamie Fraser and Lord John Grey. For years, their relationship has fascinated fans. It was never simple. It was never ordinary. It was built on respect, loyalty, and an unspoken devotion that hovered somewhere between love and friendship. But Season 7 destroyed that delicate balance. When Lord John believed Jamie was gone forever, he stepped into the most dangerous of choices: he married Claire. For Jamie, that act wasn't just betrayal. It was heartbreak in its rawest form. To imagine another man, especially one he trusted, standing beside Claire in such a sacred way shattered something deep within him. Can a bond like that ever be repaired? Rumors suggest that the only path toward forgiveness will come at the highest price, that Lord John might sacrifice his life to save Jamie. If that happens, it would be one of the most gut-wrenching moments in the entire series. Imagine Jamie watching a man he once considered a brother lay down his life for him. The grief. The guilt. The unresolved love and anger crashing together in one final act of redemption. It's the kind of tragedy that would linger in our hearts long after the credits roll. And honestly, isn't that exactly what Outlander has always done best? But Season 8 isn't just about heartbreak. Behind the scenes, the cast themselves have spoken about what it meant to finish this journey. Sam Heughan described filming the final episode as the closing of an 11-year roller coaster, with 101 episodes carrying fans across battles, romances, and time itself. Katrina Balfe spoke directly from the heart, promising that the cast poured everything they had into this ending and hoping that fans would feel proud. And really, isn't that what we all want? To walk away feeling that Jamie and Claire's story ended with the dignity and love it deserved? Even John Bell, who brought us the fierce and unforgettable young Ian, reminded fans that the story would be told exactly as it should be. Richard Rankin and Sophie Skelton promised that Season 8 wouldn't quietly fade away, it would go out with a bang. That phrase alone is enough to stir curiosity. What kind of ending could truly be called a bang? A revelation that changes history? A sacrifice no one can bear to witness? Or perhaps a farewell so intimate and final that no fan could leave with dry eyes? Of course, casting news has only fueled the anticipation. Alongside familiar faces, Sam, Katrina, Sophie, Richard, John Bell, Lauren Lyle, and Cesar Domboy, there are new names joining the ranks. Kieran Boo steps in as Captain Charles Cunningham, a retired British soldier with shadows of his own. Frances Tomelty arrives as Elizabeth Cunningham, his mother, adding a generational depth to the story. And Carla Woodcock takes on the role of Amaranthus Grey, a name that immediately ties her to the already tangled web of loyalty surrounding Lord John. Each new character brings new possibilities. Are they allies? Enemies? Or something far more complicated? Outlander has never introduced anyone without purpose, and in its final season, every single thread matters. These figures will not simply appear. They will alter destinies, shift alliances, and force Jamie and Claire to face choices no family should ever have to endure. And yet, despite the heavy themes of betrayal and sacrifice, there's a whisper of hope woven into everything the cast and creators have revealed. They want the ending to feel worthy, not crushing. They want fans to walk away with tears in their eyes, yes, but also with warmth in their hearts. Season may 8 bring heartbreak, but it will not leave us empty, and then comes the moment that none of us are ready for. The trailer for Season 8 gave us only seconds of footage, yet those seconds cut deeper than any battle or betrayal ever could. Jamie looks into Claire's eyes and says, "And the day shall come that we do part. If my last words are not, 'I love you,' it is because I did not have time." That single line captures everything Outlander has always been about. Love that defies centuries. Love that survives death, war, and impossible distances. Love that does not weaken with time, but burns brighter because of it. Hearing Jamie utter those words is a reminder that, no matter how this story ends, their love will be the heartbeat of it all. Yet it also forces us to face the inevitable truth: this season will make us say goodbye. And that goodbye will not come easily. Fans already feel the loss looming, knowing that these characters, these performances, these love stories, have become part of our own lives. Season 8 will not only test Jamie and Claire, it will test us. Because when the final credits roll, it will not just be the end of their journey. It will be the end of ours as well. But endings in the world of Outlander are never truly endings. Even as one door closes, another is opening wide. While Jamie and Claire's tale finds its resolution, Starz has already set the stage for the prequel series Blood of My Blood. This story will take us further back, into the lives of the parents who shaped Jamie and Claire before they ever met. On one side, we will step into 17th century Scotland to witness the love story of Brian Fraser and Ellen Mackenzie, whose union carved the path for the Fraser legacy. On the other, we will move forward into the trenches of World War I, where Claire's parents, Henry Beecham and Julia Morrison, confront a world torn apart by modern conflict. Two eras. Two great love stories. And countless secrets waiting to be uncovered. And it doesn't end there. Familiar names will return in younger forms: Dougal, Colum, Ned Gowan, Lord Lovat, even Jocasta Cameron. It will feel both strange and familiar, like stepping into a memory that has been waiting to be unlocked. In many ways, Blood of My Blood is not simply a prequel. It is a bridge, a promise that the world of Outlander is not finished with us yet. Still, no matter what comes next, Season 8 remains the crown jewel. It will carry the weight of every sacrifice, every reunion, every heartbreak, and every promise whispered in the dark. It will answer questions that have lingered for years, about faith, about Master Raymond, about betrayal, loyalty, and destiny. And at its heart, it will remind us why Jaime and Claire's love story has endured across centuries, both on screen and in the hearts of fans. So here we stand, at the edge of the final journey. Will faith truly be alive? Will Lord John find redemption? Will Jaime and Claire's love be tested one last time, or will it finally be rewarded with peace? These are the questions that will carry us into Season 8. And when the answers come, one thing is certain: this ending will not just close a chapter. It will carve itself into our memories forever. The countdown has begun. The stage is set. And soon, we will say farewell to Jaime and Claire Fraser. But as they part, as they whisper those final words of love, we will remember them not as characters, but as legends. Legends whose love defied time itself.